lot about being the only goaltender, I think, since they started doing this thing with the Jennings Trophy to win it singularly back to back. I know you don't see it as doing it alone, but that's your name there for 24 and 25.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But you know, both my backups played a phenomenal role in that, and um, two great guys around. And I mean, they played 25% of the game. So for me, it's a team award, a tandem award, and a team award. I mean, there's so much that goes into that, and you can look back and it's gonna be great to see my name there. But I think the true memories are gonna come from what it took for this team to get that.
There's always the great debate at this time of the year. Has Connor Hellebuyck had enough rest? How is Connor Hellebuyck feeling? So maybe from the horse's mouth, how are you feeling going into game one?
I think I could have played a little bit more this year, but um, yeah, it's always a talking point. But it's just talking. I manage myself so well, and I've been doing this for a while, and kind of got everything dialed in, and I got the right people around me to make myself feel good every day, and got a good rhythm. So I feel really good. I feel rested. I feel ready for what's next.
Are you a guy who likes to put a chip on your shoulder if it's around? To use?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm thinking of the player poll that has you number 3, even though all your stats are number 1. Do you use stuff like that to motivate you, or no?
Not this time of year. This time of year, it's what is the team doing? Putting my best foot forward. Other people's opinions. It's not why I play the game. Play the game. I know where I'm at. I play the game for myself, and if I like my game, I like my game, and I like our team, and we got a lot looking ahead here. So, just making sure that my game is right, and I'm playing into our identity, and our details are right.
Your team too isn't picked as maybe the odds-on favorite. You think it's all because of past playoff success, all this lack of respect, or no?
I feel like both your questions have kind of a negative spin-off on them. We've done some great things this year. We don't need to go and look at all the bad things that other people's opinions have on us. I would say let's ask questions about how our details are, and how's this team feeling, and what's right and what's going well in this room, and a lot of those questions are answered through our game every single day. Our details have been phenomenal. We played every single game as hard as we can, and our compete level is very, very high every single night. So I really believe in this group, and I look forward to the next couple of months.
Connor, you hear the term home ice advantage thrown around in the playoffs, and you guys have earned it now throughout the playoffs. What does home ice advantage mean to you? We see how you connect with the crowd and kind of feed off the crowd, but how can you guys leverage home ice advantage to be an advantage?
I don't think we need to do anything. I know you've been around a crowd. Our crowd is insane. I think the second we step on that ice, we got it. We have that home ice advantage. I know our crowd's going to bring it. They're elite at chants, the in-game chants, and I just feel like our crowd chants at the right moments, and that's maybe just a PK clearing the puck. They get the game. They know what little moments, how big of an impact it has on a game. So, I think just playing the game and having our crowd there is already a huge advantage.
Game day routines too, right? To have an extra couple nights in your own bed and kind of go through the normal routine, that doesn't hurt either, I imagine.
Yeah, I think it's always nice having a home ice advantage. Just being around the family a little bit more, and all the distractions that come into playoffs, you have some time to prepare for it. That being said, we've been doing this for a while, so I don't think any distractions are really going to throw us off. But being at home and kind of getting settled in and having a couple days before in a home rink, and feeling your own ice, those little things, I'm not going to say make a huge impact, but do help.
Your GM today took care of some business. Neil Pionk's a guy you've obviously been a teammate of his for a long time. He plays directly in front of you. What does it mean to lock a guy like Neil up for another 6 years?
Yeah, it's great. Anytime you see those in-season signings, I personally feel really good about them. The direction of this team, and knowing the future of this team is starting to get locked up for longer, and he's just a phenomenal player, and he earned every second of it. So I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud to play behind him, and having him there for another 6 years, it feels pretty good being the guy behind him.
From that perspective, Connor, do you take some pride in the commitment you and Mark made before the start of that 2022-23 season that has helped set the table for some of these in-season extensions that we've seen far more regularly than we had previously.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say we definitely opened the door a little bit there, especially at that time. There were so many question marks in the air as if this team was going to rebuild or what was the future of this team. So, getting our deals done, I think, kind of set everything in motion that we're here to win a cup. And, it was never if we like it here. I think we're two competitive guys that want to win the cup. And, putting our foot forward, saying we're here to win, I think helps everyone around us realize that here is where you can do that.
You had said after your teammates, pardon me, I've talked to some of your teammates who say that the way that you frame things positively, the way that you keep an even keel, whether it's with us, whether it's on the bench, all that sort of stuff, helps them do the same thing. Have they shared that with you? And is your impact on your teammates something that you've clocked or feel proud of as well?
You don't really see that. I mean, I guess you could feel that, just the positivity in the room, but the impact that I have on any other player in this room, I don't really get to see it a whole lot because I'm just living it every day and it becomes normal for me, so it's just another normal routine. But if I do have an impact, I'd be honored to, know about it and just have that feel in the room where, this is a tight-knit group and a positive group and a group that believes, and that's the biggest underlying thing that we should get to today is the belief in this room is there, and that's the most important part.
You had said after the exit meetings that you felt like you put everything on your shoulders. That was your mentality, and you realized that wasn't a good way to go about the playoffs, and so you wanted to do more of a team game to get that peace of mind. How much do you think you've done that this season?
I scrap that real fast. Not saying I'm putting everything on my shoulders, but my goal throughout my entire career is to go out and get a shot at every single night. That's what makes me me. That's what I feed off of, and I'm going to continue doing that because I know that gives this team the best chance to win, and that helps me be the best version of myself. And on a team, in a team sport like this you need the best version of everyone, and I know what it's going to take out of me to put my best foot forward, so I'm going to continue to do that because I know that's going to help this team.